I won the lottery and hid it from my poor family. I won the lottery and I haven't said a word to anybody. So after taxes my winnings came to just shy of 4 million. I paid off all my debts, hired an accountant, fixed some things on my truck, and put most of it in savings. I kept my job, didn't move, and kept my mouth shut, and with good reason. My brother is a meth head, my sister is spiteful, selfish and very violent, and my mom still blames everything on my dad who died 10 years ago, so I didn't want them scrambling to pretend to give a shit about me for cash. I've been dating a girl for about 3 years now and recently asked her to marry me. She said yes. I bought a modest ring, just over what people would expect given my known employment. This weekend I'm going to lay everything out for her, as I now truly know she's in it for me and not money. It's going to be liberating to be able to buy what I want and take care of my friends, totally worth the wait. That's the biggest thing for me. It started out as keeping it away from my family and maintaining the life I'd built on my own. It just kind of snowballed from the "does she really like me?" concern and turned into this thing. I just carried on as normal and took my time, knowing if it's right, time will tell. So, my plan was a relaxing evening on the odd weekend we both managed to be free from work or other plans. We went to an early dinner at one of our favorite Italian places, an inexpensive little diner nearby with great appetizers, and then finally went to see Star Wars. After the movie we grabbed some beer and wine for the evening and went home to relax. Skipped the weekly small talk about work, friends, and the accompanying few drinks, and I told her I wanted to be open about everything with each other leading up to the marriage. She got kind of quiet, a little guarded, and said, "Well yeah, so do I," pausing with that look people get when they want you to keep talking. I told her we were never truly going to have to worry about money, that she could do whatever she wanted with her job or stay at home or change careers, anything. Because I had north of $3 million in the bank. Her response was the slow "what are you talking about? How?" kind of thing. I got up and pulled a financial statement I'd printed out and stashed in the coffee table drawer, handed it to her and told her I'd won it all a couple years before we met. She started uncontrollably crying and looked terrified. I got really worried and started explaining I kept it hidden because I didn't want my shitbag family hunting me down, that I didn't want people around me to change or to lose my friends. Then she started apologizing, saying she should have told me before I proposed. She has about $40,000 in student loan and credit card debt and thought that was going to break the engagement. She thought I was so financially responsible that there was no way I'd take on that debt because she never told me about it. It's why she'd been so open to a prenup in the vague conversations we'd had about it before, why she'd never brought up or talked about money. So, after a long conversation about openness and trust, we hashed out some ideas on what we would agree on for the prenup in regards to premarital debt and assets. I'm going to pay her debt off after we're married, so the tax issue is less of a concern and all of my winnings will remain mine should we divorce. Interest and dividends will be marital assets. I'm very pleased with how things played out and we're in a great place for it. We're working with attorneys and my accountant this week and I'll be putting my 2-week notice in at work. She wants to keep her job but will request some time off so we can take a vacation and settle into actually enjoying some money.